how many trees must die each year to provide us with Christmas cards? It's 200,000.
Happy bloody Christmas. Shut up! Shut up!
A waste of paper.
Right. You're watching The Right Stuff with me, Matthew Wright, them, Simon McCorkindale, Mel Giedroyc, special guest Julia Bradbury. Still to come, we're going to have a very serious talk about dieting while pregnant. We're going to try and find out why more women are becoming anxious about their size while carrying a child. I'm going to suggest media images of stick-thin women may be so powerful, even mums-to-be can't help but react to them. But what are your thoughts? 0207 173 5555. That's the number if you've got something special to say. But first, you booing, hissing wasters, let me tell you this. Christmas cards are evil, right? This is the 9th year on the trot that I've used this here show to slag off Christmas cards, but now I have God on my side. Sound like George W. Bush, don't I? As we heard yesterday, the Bishop of Reading, Stephen Cottrell, shares my view that Christmas cards are rubbish. He says we should stop...
Look how miserable he looks.
He's a bishop. He says we should stop sending scores of cards to people we don't really like or see and give the cash to charity instead, and you can see why. 200,000 trees, we just heard, die every year just to produce Britain's annual stash of Christmas cards. Your average Brit sends 55 Christmas cards each year at an average cost of 50p, including postage. That's around 1.7 billion cards. That's around £850 million. Now, sure, some of the cash goes to charity, Matthew. Not a lot. 50 million. 50 million versus 850 million. You do the maths. Oh, Matthew, it's such a lovely tradition. It's because it's nice that people know what you think about them. It's not. Christmas cards are a Victorian invention. A lazy but filthy rich guy called Sir Henry Cole wanted to send his mate season's greetings with a minimal amount of effort and got a mate to print up 1,000 cards in 1843. That is the card. That is the first Christmas card.
Nice card. Oh, it's lovely.
Okay.
Nice. I like it.
So, are Christmas cards evil? Eric hit the streets to find out.
They are not evil. No, they're not. I think they are part of the Christmas tradition and they're an essential part of the English way of life.
I think they're sometimes sort of insincere, and I kind of think that if you want to send season's greetings, you should do it in person.
It's a gesture of goodwill towards other people at that time of year. I think it's valid.
There's a modern way of sending Christmas cards, which are called emails, and don't waste paper, environmentally friendly, get across the message more immediately. And in my opinion are a very good thing.
I think life is so busy now, it's actually pleasant to receive something from somebody you haven't heard from for a long time, and it's an occasion to do that.
Christmas cards are very evil. I mean, I like Christmas cards, but in the end, I'm going to throw them in the bin.
And that's the point, isn't it, Mel?
Now, I've said this before on this show. This is what I do every Christmas. Get your Christmas cards that you've saved.
Oh, I see you've got one of your child's presents there.
Saved from... It's my ball of string to illustrate this point, OK? String mentality, gang, and it's coming up right here. Get your Christmas cards that you've saved from last year and also previous years, which I do. Cut them up. Put them onto a recycled card, fold the card over, use a little bit of a glue, stick them on, make sure you don't send the card to the same person that sent it to you last year, send them on, recycle them.
Would you buy Christmas cards?
I try not to.
Do you think when you hear about 200,000 trees, I mean, even I didn't know the stats.
It's a lot of trees.
200,000 trees, £850 million effectively going down the drain.
Yeah.
That is horrifying.
I think that is pretty horrifying, actually. But if you follow my tip...
Good idea, Mel.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And it's fun.
Recycling. Good.
It's a cold winter's day. You've got nothing better to do unless you're corking.
Julia's been constantly working.
Yes.
Julia's berating me all the way through the break about this.
First
so come
of all, you're talking to me about wasted paper. How many scripts do you get through a year on this programme? And how many of them get recycled?
If you think that paper is wasted with my precious... How long I spend
slaving on this. Do you recycle? I'm not sure.
We do, actually, we do.
Good. Well, I'm pleased. £850 million down the drain. What a ridiculous thing. It's not down the drain. That's industry. How many people are being kept in employment? How many card shops
Christmas about the celebration?
How many people are working hard in an industry just to be nice as a gesture of goodwill? What's wrong with you, boo-bum?
OK. Simon?
Well, I'm with Julia. And, and also, you know...
Recycle, yes.
If the Bishop of Reading wants to call this evil, I mean, there are just a few things that are probably a little bit more evil, and you can't use the word sort of indiscriminately.
No.
Yeah, are they a good idea? Is it good for pollution? All of them. I mean, those are issues. But in the end, it is a moment when you can keep in contact. I mean, it's a nice thing to do. I think emails are really impersonal. And anyway, if you want to have the email and show it around, you're probably going to print a piece of paper to actually have the email. You don't just read it on your computer, you do print it. I mean, look at these newspapers. I mean, the responsibility of newspaper. Every single day we produce tabloid newspapers full of absolute garbage from top to bottom. And no one actually turns around and says they're evil and they should probably do more damage than the Christmas card.
And I don't think people would mind, Mel, now if you admitted that they were recycled cards.
Well,
I think everyone, I don't think you have to lie about it.
I think people would be impressed.
Yes, I think people think it's PC and right on.
OK, let's throw it open to you. Are Christmas cards evil? Come on, come on.
First
Amy.
caller thinks they are. Right. It's Caitlin on line 1.
Morning, Caitlin.
Hello, hi.
You have permission to watch this show for the rest of your life, by the way. What do you think of Christmas cards?
Well, I do think they are evil. I do think cutting down 200,000 trees does count as evil in this day and age.
Right, brilliant. Thank you. Let's have another.
Let's go to Peter on line 2.
There's no point. You can't argue with it. It's just true. So it's a statement of fact.
Peter on line 2.
Second.
Peter on line 2.
Peter, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Christmas cards, evil. Discuss.
Not at all. But where are you coming from, Matt? I mean, say, have a look at it. Let's not go anywhere else. Let's just cancel Christmas altogether.
Yeah.
Let's get wrapping paper. Just go to the shop and buy
Wrapping
your
paper. Why don't you use old newspaper? Recycle it.
Let's stop all the shops having Christmas tree lights on because it's wasted money. Let's have no more Christmas trees. Let's have anything. You know where you're coming from, man. You know, if Frank were dynamite, you wouldn't have enough to blow, you know.
I bet you got a giant Santa on the roof of your house. Thank you for the call, Peter. Let's have another.
We've got Charney on line 3.
Charney, good morning.
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 Hiya.
Christmas cards are evil. What do you reckon?
No, not at all. But at the moment, what the schools are all doing at the moment is the children are doing little drawing. They give it to the printing company, and then they produce these Christmas cards with, from your child's name, and then the school underneath it. Right. No profit is going to the school, unfortunately, but the card companies are making loads of money.
Yeah, Charlie, 200,000 trees, so your little child can have an indulgence.
Oh, but it's only once a year.
So buy recycled Christmas cards.
But also
probably recycled from your script.
Yeah.
Make sure they're recycled and they're
to try to increase spending. Oh, this is a way we increase spending. I mean, come on, the high street.
Now that one I can't argue with. Although, of course, government policy tomorrow could be reduced spending. I mean, you just never know with our government, do you? OK, we'll leave that one there. But thank you very much for all your calls. And if you want to send me a card, great. I'll put it to good use. After the ads, much more serious fare, dieting while pregnant. More and more women are developing issues with their weight while pregnant, apparently. Some start dieting for the first time in their lives while pregnant. Others are known to develop eating disorders. We're going to try and find out why some women are so uncomfortable with their bumps, while most others seem to delight in being pregnant. 0207 173 5555 is the number for your thoughts, and we'll hear from Margot, who followed a strict diet while pregnant, putting on just 21 pounds in 9 months. Oh, and Dr. Rosemary Leonard's here as well, if you've got any questions or concerns. That's dieting while pregnant, after some more ads.
How many calories should a pregnant woman take in each day? Is it 1,140, 2,140 or 3,140?